Hello there guys and welcome back to the Southampton rebuild here on EAFC25. And today is a big day. For the first time in years we have the South Coast Derby as we take on Portsmouth. So yeah, in the last episode, if you didn't watch the end, we finally got a bit of form going and we managed to finally get up to 7th place in the league, which is pretty important of us. And there's some recent, some upcoming fixtures as well. Pretty dull, in fairness, after this game. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. A big game then here at St Mary's, as for the first time since 2010 in the FA Cup, Portsmouth make their way to the Saints at St Mary's in the South Coast Derby. An absolutely incredible atmosphere in a full St Mary's here, as Southampton look to continue their excellent run as form coming into this game to hopefully lift their chances of getting automatic promotion at the end of the season. As for the Saints team then, Bellingoal comes in for the injured Bednarak. Ben Broughton Diaz continues on the wing. He is the team's top scorer. George Elenakina comes into the side for Cameron Archer. As for Pompey, goals have been few and far between, but Colby Bishop and Josh Murphy are a key partnership here in this side. They have linked up many times in League One, along with Callum Lang, who will hope themselves to get their first goals of the season. Here we go then, for the first time in over 15 years, there is a South Coast Derby here at St Mary's. Of course, there was a South Coast Derby in 2019, but that was held at Fratton Park, with Southampton coming out victorious in that game. Saints trying to get an early chance going here, but they give it away cheaply. Well won back by Bellingoal though. Now here come the Saints. Can they get a little attack going here? It's with Aribo. Into George down the right hand side. Now here's Fernandez looking to scamper forward. He's got Shaughnessy for company. It's well won back by the Portsmouth man. He lofts it towards Bishop. Bishop then gives it away cheaply. Ball back to the keeper Restes, who plays it back out to Walker Peters. Now can the Saints build something here? As it's with Aribo, he's popped up a few goals. Into George, now out wide to Walker Peters. Walker Peters, what can he do? Walker Peters gets past Bromley well into the area, plays it across. Onuachu saved by the keeper, and then put in on the rebound. Southampton lead early in the South Coast Derby. First chance of the game, really. It falls to the Saints. The first shot from Onuachu, originally saved well by Schmidt in the goal, but he can do nothing about the rebound. And the Saints lead here by a goal to nil. This is exactly the start that Southampton would have wanted. Brilliant bit of play down the right hand side. And the Saints are marching here. Of course, it is worth mentioning, as much as Southampton want to go up, Portsmouth want to stay up. And this is not the start that they wanted. They've got to respond here. It's with Potts in midfield. Now Lang. Can they respond instantly here? It's into Bishop. Bishop turns and has a strike. Straight down the throat of Restes. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper, but it's the first chance of the game for Portsmouth. And it shows they're not going to give up that easily. Now with Aribo in midfield. Now into George. George, what can he do? Finds Walker Peters. Created the first goal. Now it's back in field to Aribo. Aribo spots the run of Brereton Diaz. It's a brilliant run here. Here's Diaz into the area. Diaz pulls it across. Onuachu, saved by the keeper. He'll fall out. Then it's Aribo! 2-0 Southampton. This is really not the start that Portsmouth wanted, but it's oh so much the start that Saints wanted. Oh, at the back again. Schmidt does all he can. But Joe Aribo, unmarked, empty net, no chance for Schmidt. And Southampton deservedly 2-0 up here. In the South Coast Derby. And Portsmouth have it all to do. So can Portsmouth then make a instant reply? They need a quick reply here. It's given away cheaply by the Saints. It's now with Bishop. Bishop tries to get round Bellingoal, but it's lost. Here's George. George out wide to Fernandez. Is there another goal here before there's even a chance for Portsmouth to reply? Fernandez past Bramall. Still Fernandez into the area. Fernandez strikes it, and it's in the end going to fly over the bar. Schmidt had it covered. Saints aren't going to get another easy goal, but Portsmouth really riding their luck here. They really have to wake up after 18 minutes. Ball forward from Schmidt. Now with Fernandez. Fernandez loses out to Bramall. First time today Bramall's got the better of his opponent. Is he starting to figure him out maybe? Here's Walker Peters. Walker Peters into Onuachu. Well won back by Portsmouth. Lang loses it out in the middle. Here's a ball out to George. George advancing forward into the area. Is this his moment? It's George. He's got company from the centre half there, who's done really well to prevent him from getting into the area and getting a strike away. Here he is again though. Can he get on the score sheet this time? He's still got it into the area again. He loses out. He's probably been a bit too selfish there. Saints get a throw-in. Throw-in taken. Here's Brereton Diaz. Can he work his magic? No, he can't. It's well won back. Now with Ritchie. As Portsmouth look to get forward here. It's into Bishop. A little tumble there in the middle for the Saints defender. I didn't see who it was. Fernandez loses out. Aribo also loses out there. And now here come Portsmouth. Oh, well, they were. Brilliant tackle by the captain there, Flynn Downs. And now here come Southampton. There's a man through the middle if they can find him. No, it's out to Fernandez. Fernandez into George. George into Onuachu. Onuachu gets round his man and then strikes it. It's a great save by Schmid. It will be a corner. So can Brereton Diaz work a bit of magic then with this corner? He will step up to it, right-footed, in swinger. In it comes, headed away by the Pompey. Sorry. Now with Pompey in midfield, a free kick is then conceded. I'm not sure what for, but it will be a free kick then to Portsmouth here, who will look to get the ball forward here as they look to get back into this game. It's headed away by the Saints. Here's George. George into an advanced position. Finds Fernandez out wide. Fernandez, there's been a source of goals from this side all season. Here's Brereton Diaz. Diaz cuts on the inside. Has a strike. Puts it just wide. Just wide from Ben Brereton Diaz. So unlucky for the Saints. You have to admit, though, Portsmouth have been really, really poor. They've not got into this game. They've had that one little chance just after the opener. But since then, since the second goal in particular, they've gone quiet. It's almost like they have given up a little bit here. But realistically, what they have to realise, if you get one goal, you're right back in this game. Here's a Rebo skips past his man. It's still a Rebo. It's a brilliant save by Schmidt. Again in the goal. It will be a corner again. But like I said, Portsmouth not helping themselves. Rebo just walks through them there. So here's Brereton Diaz with the corner. In it comes, swung in. The header is won in the middle, and then a man has gone down for Southampton, and I think it is Bellingoal in the middle who's gone down. It is, which is not what the Saints want to see. Of course, he's into the Saturday with confirmation that Bednarek will be out for a couple of weeks. Ball back to Restes, who tries to find Bellingoal, but loses it to Murphy, who fires it towards goal and finds the bottom corner. Well, that's a turn up for the Bucks. Portsmouth back into the game. What a finish by Murphy. It's an open goal. Restes really doesn't help himself. But Murphy has to be so precise with that finish to make sure it gets into the goal. He's still a long way out. He's still at an awkward angle. But he does so well to get it in. And it's all of a sudden game on here at St Mary's in the South Coast Derby. It's Southampton 2, Portsmouth 1. And just as you say that Portsmouth aren't helping themselves, well, Southampton and Restes in particular didn't help themselves down one end. Now here comes Southampton looking for an instant response, looking to go 2 goals ahead again. Here's Fernandes into the area. Fernandes' shot straight at Schmid. And brief for a second. It's all of a sudden come alive, this game. Here come Portsmouth. Can they get back into this game and equalise? Here's Bramall advancing forward. Well won back by Walker Peters, getting back there. And it's again across the defence. I'd be concerned doing that if I was a Southampton player after what's just happened. But this time they get away with it. Get it up towards halfway. Then it's flicked on. I believe it's a handball there by George Inelenica. And it will be a free kick to Portsmouth. And that just gives us a couple of seconds to catch our breaths, because this game has come alive really fast here at the end of the first 45 minutes. Free kick then is tossed forward. It's well won back by the Saints, but Pompey have it. Here's Lang into the area. Lang gets his shot away. Restes makes a save. Can Southampton scramble it away? They can, just about. No one really put pressure on the second ball from Pompey, and now Southampton break away. Can they get their 2-goal advantage back just before half time? Here's Fernandes. He's got Bramall for company. Here's George Inelenica into the area. Goes on Owashu, and then Inelenica probably should look to find his teammate there who made his way into the box. But in the end he decides against it. We get another view here of the Josh Murphy goal. It's a brilliant finish from the Portsmouth man, as I mentioned. He deserved that goal at the end of it. As the ball up towards halfway, the referee calls half time here at St Mary's. It has been an incredible first 45 minutes. It was all Southampton up until about the 38th minute, where a strike from Josh Murphy got the game back on here as Portsmouth pulled the goal back. It was then end-to-end stuff for the rest of the half. But here comes Southampton early in the second half, looking to get straight back onto the score sheet, as the man who is playing this game appeared to not want to wait around here, so that commentary could be made on this game. Thanks a lot, past me, from future me. Here comes Southampton, though, as they look to get back into a 2-goal advantage. Brereton Diaz tries to skip past the man there on the right. Here is Bishop. Bishop loses out to Bellingoal. He's still carrying a little knock though here as Roadtoglory Diaz advances into Onuachu. Onuachu, can the Saints get their 2-goal lead back? Onuachu, he's basically walked through the whole Portsmouth defence here. Onuachu strike into the back of the net, and it's 2-goal advantage once again for Southampton. Onuachu runs over to the Portsmouth fans and celebrates in front of them. It's a deserved goal for him. It's a deserved 2-goal lead again for Southampton. It may have been end to end a little bit, but overall the Saints deserved this. Portsmouth have absolutely collapsed, and well, you surely can't see them getting back into this game now. It's Southampton 3, Portsmouth 1. Here comes Southampton again with a Rebo. Over the top. Can Walker Peters get on it before Bramall? No, he can't. Bramall does well to get back in there. Here's Brereton Diaz looking to get forward here for the Saints. Brereton Diaz does well, gets round his man. Still Brereton Diaz into the area. Here comes Southampton all the way, surely, but no, well intercepted there. And now can Portsmouth maybe get away? There'll be a yellow card shortly for the Southampton skipper for that tackle there by Flynn Downs. It is a yellow card, as I mentioned, as the ball just goes out of play just a bit further down the touchline. It was a silly tackle from Downs. It's a needless tackle from Downs. He's walking a tightrope now, and it's not one you want to be walking, especially as a captain who needs to give everything for the club in a derby. He then attempts the ball out towards Brereton Diaz, but it's a bit of a short one. But it's well won back by Fernandez. Fernandez still going. It's Fernandez into the area. Ball across the box. It's Brereton Diaz. 4-1 Southampton. Listen to the noise inside St Mary's. Listen to what it means. Portsmouth have crumbled in this second half. They haven't showed an ounce of fight. And Southampton are surely on their way to a derby victory over their bitter rivals. It's Southampton 4, Portsmouth 1. Can Portsmouth have a little response here though to try and just dampen it a little bit? Well won back though by the Saints, and now here they come. They'll look to break forward with Brereton Diaz. Can they get a fifth? Why not? Why not? Punish your rivals. Ball in field. It's a Rebo. It's a Rebo to finish the game for Southampton. He's gone for the dink and he's put it over the bar. I don't know why he didn't just hit it. He goes for a little fancy dink over Schmidt, who didn't fall foul to it. It meant he had to go high, and he went way too high and over the bar. Well then here with Restes, he's sort of just inviting a bit of pressure here, sort of running the clock down. He's not actually going to be pressed here by Portsmouth. But if I was Portsmouth after his mistake in the first half, I'd be all over it. And here comes here come Pompey with the midfield man Ritchie, and it's well won back. And now it's with Onuachu, who's on a hat trick. He got one last game. Is he going to get another here? It's Onuachu, 1-on-1 with Schmidt. He tries to get round him, and then he fires it into the goal. He sort of milked every moment of that, but he still gets his reward, and that is surely the finishing touches on this Derby Day victory for Southampton. I couldn't see it at 3, I couldn't see it at 4, I definitely cannot see a Portsmouth come back at 5-1. Southampton 5, Portsmouth 1. It's been an absolute onslaught from the Saints. Well won back there by Southampton's Bishop Lutzer. Bombard his way through the Southampton defence and try and give Portsmouth something here. Give their fans something. It's been a derby day to forget for them as Onowashu has the ball. Of course, just got his hat-trick and he loses it. Now out to Lang. Lang then taken out. It'll be a yellow card here for the Saints wing back. And there are some subs warming up here by the looks of things. Apparently I want to bring Ramsdale on at centre back. Taylor coming on for Bellingoal. Manning coming on for Sugwara. And Smallbone. Oh no, that guy coming on for Downs. Again, not going to try and pronounce any names I can't. Feel bad when I can't pronounce them right. He scored the other day to get Southampton a point, so fair play to him. Ball into the area, cleared away by the Saints. Here they come with Aribo. He's been on fire today, really been one of Southampton's better players. As a strike comes in, it's clear as it's going to clear the post very obviously and go wide. Brereton Diaz. Can he get the ball forward here? It's into Aribo. Aribo, he deserves the goal. Will he get his goal? He turns his man. He goes out to Brereton Diaz, who puts it wide. And yeah, I think I just started having fun at this point. Ball forward into Taylor, then Brereton Diaz. Diaz loses it, but it's okay. We're going to recover it with Taylor. Now Manning. Manning loses it. Here comes Lang down the right hand side. Can he perform miracles here for the Pompey? Not quite. Then challenge comes in. It's back to Restes in the goal, who again just wastes a bit of time on that ball, just holds off a second before playing the ball out. Now Brereton Diaz into Onowashu. Onowashu taken out, in my opinion there. No free kick forthcoming. But it's won back by the Saints anyway. Back to Restes, who again just looking to run that clock down, the Southampton keeper. But again, they've given it away very cheaply at the back, and the strike is, has been just as bad as the Portsmouth performance. But again, toying about at the back there, Southampton. A few misplaced passes here and there. Of course, the goal that Portsmouth scored was from a misplaced pass. Now it's with Manning into midfield, out to Onowashu. Onowashu advancing forward. Can we get a sixth here? Onowashu into the area, pulls it across, look for George, but instead it falls to Fernandez. What can Fernandez do? He's going to overdo it. He's going to put it into the goal. You thought for a second he might have overdone it, but 88 minutes on the clock, and that is that. It's Derby Day delight for Southampton, and this is one that Portsmouth may not shake for a while. Southampton 6, Portsmouth 1. You did just wonder, had he overdone it? He'd been crowded out by the defenders, the keeper was on rushing, but it was all in his plan to get that goal. He does so well to then slide it under Schmidt, and it will be 3 points Pompey, bragging rights to Southampton, and of course a massive stride forward towards their promotion hopes. There will be a late corner then here for Pompey, who will just want to get this ball into the box, get at least a consolation here. They just want to go and hide in that changing room. They want the full-time whistle to come as Brereton Diaz wins it. It's Brereton Diaz. It's still with Brereton Diaz. And still with Brereton Diaz as Devlin commits. It's Brereton Diaz. He hasn't scored today. It's in his blood to score though, surely. And he does. What a run by Brereton Diaz. Southampton have run riot in this game. The South Coast Derby bragging rights are more than just theirs. They have made a mockery of Portsmouth. Schmid, he's been probably Portsmouth's only player that's really cared today by the looks of things. But he should probably do better there. But it will be 3 points to Portsmouth. And it is confirmed to be bragging rights on the South Coast. Another hat-trick for Onuachu. Second in 2 games. A deserved victory for the Saints. Portsmouth did have a little lifeline at when they fell 2-0 down. When the ball from Restes out fell to Josh Murphy, who fired it into the goal from a very, very awkward angle. But at the end of the game, it finishes here. Portsmouth absolutely obliterated. Southampton 7, Portsmouth 1. Okay guys, that's it for today. I did just want to do a Derby Day special. We'll resume normal service of the series, having at least 2 games in it in the next episode. Let me know what you thought about me doing. Well, it wasn't exactly live commentary because the game was still pre-recorded because I kind of forgot to do the commentary over it. So I tried to make it seem like I was doing it live. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you never miss an upload in the series. And yeah, if it wasn't the greatest, please let it be known that I'll only do that for big games. But if you'd rather I didn't, then of course let me know in the comments. Or if you prefer this to what I normally do, again, let me know and I'll try and fix that up for the series. But like I said, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications like I said, and yeah, nothing else to say, but peace out.